Story 1. Am I the a-hole for ruining my friend's honeymoon? So, my friends married during COVID, and finally this month they will go on their honeymoon. They will visit multiple countries, including mine. We met about 3 to 4 years ago online. We talked and saw each other through the web sometimes, and now it is finally time to meet in person. As they will be staying in my country for a couple of weeks, I offered them my house so we could spend more time together. However, only a few weeks before their arrival, they say that in order to enter my country, I need to sign a responsibility statement for the Foreign Nationals and Borders Service, in which I inform them of my home address and the days they are staying, and I confirm that I am responsible for them. And I have to cover the costs monetarily if something goes wrong during their stay. I was alarmed and not sure if I wanted to take that responsibility. And why? You might ask. Aren't they your friends after all? Well, in theory, yes. But do I really know them? We met online, and there are so many scams nowadays that I don't want to get burned for being naive and nice. Furthermore, there were a few red flags or some situations that I could be misinterpreting now, as I am not very happy with what they are requesting of me. Not long ago, they mentioned that they wanted to have another citizenship of my country or another. Then, regarding this trip, they asked for my home address a few times. First, in order to have a phone card that works here, then to order something from Amazon. Why send it to my house in a foreign country? Besides, it's a really common and cheap object. It is easy to falsify that responsibility statement. They could just fill in the information needed and fake my signature. Their overall posture was kind of taking me for granted and way too comfortable. I might be overthinking here. Anyway, I was clear with them and told them I was not feeling comfortable signing that document as it is a huge responsibility. I will gladly open my house to them, but I don't want any problems with the law. Of course, they got upset by this, saying that I am kinda ruining their honeymoon as without that document they can't enter my country and I should not live my life in fear and blah blah blah. I get that they are mad. I get it. I would be too. But at the same time, I don't want to take that risk. Also, their attitude was not the best. First, they only advised me about that document 2 weeks before their arrival, and they kinda started to throw rocks instead of trying to reason with me and reassuring me I had nothing to worry about. The reason I am posting this here is to see other points of view, as mine could be biased. What do you think? Am I the a-hole? What's your reaction to this story? Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Story 2. AITA for exposing my flatmate. I recently moved to a new country to start a master's degree. Since having a solo apartment is expensive, I moved into university housing, where I share the space with 5 other people. I have a private bathroom, thank goodness, but I have to share the kitchen with the other residents. All the residents are young university students, and the housing has a high turnover rate, people coming for courses of 6 months or less. Earlier today, I got home and started preparing my dinner. On the dish rack next to the sink, the place where you put dishes to dry after cleaning them, there was a frying pan, a food grabber, and a glass lid for the frying pan. Since I was going to fry some meat, I thought they were perfect for my occasion. Upon closer inspection, I noticed that these items were dirty, with even some pieces of food inside, despite being on the dish rack where only clean dishes should be. I immediately took photos of the dishes and sent them to the flat group chat, saying, "Someone used these dishes, didn't clean them properly, and put them out to dry. I left them here to be cleaned by the person who used them." Some people responded, saying they didn't know who had done it, but that they didn't approve of the behavior and that for us to live together, we all had to respect each other, etc. Eventually, the person who had used the dishes came home, and I found them in the kitchen. The person was visibly upset, with an almost crying tone of voice. We spoke, and the person said my actions were petty and that I had targeted and exposed them, etc. I just stayed quiet and said, "I'm sorry," and tried to start an actual conversation, but the person didn't want any talk, so I left it at that and went back to my room. I don't think I did anything wrong. I simply saw dirty dishes where they shouldn't be and asked in a neutral way in the group chat for the person who had dirtied them. I don't have a crystal ball to know who it could have been to please clean them. So, am I the a-hole? What's your reaction to these stories? Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button to be the first to get our latest weird, real life and gossip stories. Thank you.